The rhythm of drums and the stroke of a paintbrush were once the language of the gods. This is the world of music and art in pagan rituals. Have you ever pondered how deeply music and art are entwined with the spiritual practices of the ancients? Today we dive into an exploration of the role they have played in pagan rituals and ceremonies, from the days of old to the present. Our narrative begins in the distant past, during the prehistoric era. The first humans used art and music as a form of communication and expression of their spiritual beliefs. Cave paintings depicted scenes of hunting and gathering, but they also represented the spiritual realm, with depictions of gods and goddesses, spirits and mythical creatures. Music, too, was an integral part of these early societies. Primitive instruments made from bones, stones and wood provided rhythmic accompaniment to rituals and ceremonies, creating an atmosphere of reverence and connection to the divine. As we journey forward to ancient civilizations, such as those in Greece, Rome and Egypt, we find that music and art had become even more essential to the spiritual practices of these societies. Sculptures, mosaics and frescoes adorned temples and sacred spaces, illustrating the stories of the gods and the rituals that honored them. Music, chanted or played on lyres, flutes and drums, was used to invoke the gods, to celebrate their feats and to seek their favor. In the Middle Ages, pagan practices were often driven underground by the rise of Christianity. Yet, music and art remained a covert means of preserving and expressing pagan beliefs. Carvings and tapestries featured pagan symbols hidden among more accepted Christian imagery. Songs and chants, passed down orally from generation to generation, kept alive the stories and rituals of the old gods. Fast forward to the modern era, and we see a resurgence of interest in pagan practices. Contemporary pagan communities, such as Wicca and Druidism, continue to incorporate music and art into their rituals in much the same way as their ancient counterparts. Songs, dances, and visual arts are used to honor the gods, to mark the changing of the seasons, and to celebrate life's milestones. So what can we take away from this exploration? The role of music and art in pagan rituals and ceremonies reflects the human desire to connect with the spiritual realm, to express reverence for the divine, and to create a sense of community. From the earliest cave paintings and bone flutes to modern songs and artwork, these forms of expression have served as a bridge between the human and the divine, a testament to the enduring power of art and music in spiritual practices. In conclusion, music and art have been, and continue to be, vital components of pagan rituals and ceremonies. They serve not only as a means of expressing spiritual beliefs and creating a sense of community, but also as a way of preserving these beliefs and traditions for future generations. The journey from the ancient to the modern shows us the enduring power and significance of these art forms in the spiritual practices of humanity.